Hello, sunshines. How are you? Welcome to Bunny Fish Crafts. I'm here with a very special little episode. I am Heather, known as Bunny Fish, on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon, and I am going to do a flip through of my craft journal. Full disclosure, this is not how I planned my craft journal to turn out. I had such grand designs. I will link last year's plan in the corner right up there so you can see what my intentions were. And then 2022 was just a really tough year, so I couldn't do what I planned, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So, opening up, I have my contents, which I obviously didn't keep up with. Well, not obviously, you don't know that I didn't keep up with it, but I didn't keep up with it. So I am going to go ahead and fill this in. And then down at the bottom, right here, I didn't leave another contents page. I think it's called threading, where at the bottom of a contents page, you just say where the next contents page is. So I will do that. This was planning for the beginning of the year. I feel like I made more than 4 pairs of socks for Patrick, maybe 5 or 6, but they never got filled in. And at least one of those pairs I gave to someone else instead, because if you're new here, I went through a pretty rough breakup in July. My boyfriend and I had been together for a long time, and we had lived together for 4 years. So yeah, it was rough. It was super, super rough. So from definitely mid-July through probably even right now, like I don't think I'm on track yet, but I'm working my way there. I'm trying to get back into a normal routine and crafting routine and stuff. But I also started a teaching job. I had been a special education para where my job was basically to help one kiddo be successful in school all day. Like that was my job. And now I teach 450 students on a 3-day rotation. So my time and energy is totally different. Anyway, this bingo board is up to date. I did not get a bingo, but I did make really good progress. And honestly, I don't know how many skeins I used up. Like over here, it only says 8, but I stopped keeping track, so I don't know. For this page over here, it's just kind of a wash, which is okay. My goal was to use 500 scraps or minis, or those things weren't just not just scraps. Like if I used a whole skein of yarn in a blanket, for instance, then that counted. So it didn't just have to be mini skeins, it was just anything. I don't have a total for what is written here. I suppose I could look it up and let you know what I finished, but I don't know. Over here, none of these are things that I finished. So I did finish 3 blankets because last year I wanted to finish, I think my goal was like 5 blankets or something. So I did work on all of these a little bit each. Yeah, every single one of these got work on them, but I didn't finish them. So I'll leave that open for now, and then maybe I'll go back and update, or maybe I won't. It's fine if I just leave it fresh for this year. And then these were holiday making plans, and I did some of them and not others of them, and I never went back and updated that. I like to make ornaments every year for all of my family and friends, and then ornament swap details didn't fill that in. And I wanted to keep track of my finished objects. And so I did go through May. So that's how far I got. And I really like this spread. So that is kind of nice. And I will continue it going forward, like use the same idea going forward. So let's go back and look really quick. I'm going to keep the table of contents. I have a bingo plan. I don't need this page in my new journal, and obviously I don't need that sort of information. Not my new journal. I'm using the same notebook. I am going to do something similar to this, so maybe I'll put that opposite the bingo page, and then maybe I will I'll just continue to use this page if I finish something else. Like if I finish one of these other blankets, I can just use this page. So I don't need to rewrite this page. I'm staying in this journal. I will put in a new holiday making spread, and what if I just use this page because I didn't use it? What if I just use it this year and don't rewrite it? Okay, I'll do that. Same thing with ornament swap details. Yeah, and I can use up these 3 pages. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. I'll just put, 2023 up here so that I know that that's where my 2023 starts and 2022 over here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Less pages I have to fill out, right? So here is January 2022. And what I did for blanket progress, which I think I'm going to continue to do, these are all of the blankets that I put progress on in that month. So if I picked up any of my scrappy blankets, I put them on the list. I have things that I finished. I had things that I carried or that I worked on during the month but didn't finish. And then I had scraps used. Maybe I'll keep scraps used, but maybe I'll put a date. My intent for the year is to update this every Sunday. I'm going to try to update on Sundays because it's my only day off during the week. And yeah, I'm trying to make Sundays more of a self-care reflective day than anything else. So hopefully that's something I can keep up with. And then these are what the pages look like. I have the tags from the yarn. I have a little sample of the yarn. Sometimes I have information about what I made, so what I called the finished object, what pattern I used. If I know if I don't have the tag for the yarn, but I know the yarn, I would write that in. This, I just used a cable that I made up, and start and finish date. So for this one that I'm covering right here, I actually put the chart in just so that I would have it from the pattern because that made it easier for me. Something that I did in previous journals is that I drew a little sketch and colored it in of what the project looked like. So I would like to get back to that, like doing a sketch. I didn't do that here, but hopefully I will. And then this is a spread that I'm still using. I had all of these yarns for an advent calendar I did. I made a calendar called A Certain Shade of Green where people could choose 12, 24, or 25 minis, and each of those was a different gram size. And I had the leftovers from making that, and I wanted to use them in as many blankets as possible and track where they went. So I'm still doing that. So I'm still using this spread. P.S. I'm thinking I might do another advent calendar this year. So, you know, just a little Easter egg for you if you're watching. That might be a thing that comes up maybe in February or March. So I took part in the Seasonal Yarny YouTube hop, and these were the rules for it. And this was the first project that I did. I never transferred my project notes over, but you know, it's fine. I put a sticky note in. Here's February, same sort of thing. I'll flip through these quickly because you already have an idea of what that is like. March. Oh, I finished this blanket, and these are some of the movies that I went to see to help me finish it, like doing the borders, because it was just garter stitch forever and it was so boring. Beautiful, but boring. April. Oh, I'm glad that I have these notes because I want to do something with this sweater this year. So here is more April. And then I had intended to start May, but I didn't. So I am just going to turn this into a 2023 break page. Maybe use some paper or something so it's really obvious when you're going through, or make a tab or something. And then I'm going to start fairly fresh with it. Maybe I'll set that up today. Maybe I'll set it up next week. I don't know. Now that I've flipped through the front, I'm not sure exactly what spreads I need to bring over. So I'll do that in a minute. But I do want to talk really quick about the bingo. So I do have my bingo set up. And I am pretty excited for this. Actually, I think I'm going to do a separate video for the bingo. But I do want to say that I am going to go ahead with that. And you know, I guess I will go ahead and set this up and bring you back to it once I have 2023 set up. That's a thing I can do today. All right, I'm back. My pages are wrinkly because the glue is wet. My Tombow glue thing is upstairs and I was too lazy, and my bottle of glue is right next to my bed. So I just went ahead and did it. These pages are going to be different. I hate them. I started sketching out 2023 and I just made mistakes, and I was like, instead of ripping it out, I will just do what I was saying I was going to do. I'm going to grab out some of my scrapbooking paper and do something scrapbooky for this break for 2023. I have contents. So I have 2 pages for contents for this year. And then if I need more contents pages, I will just do the same thing where I thread here. And yeah, did I number the contents page at the beginning? Is that part of my count? It is. So I'm actually going to, really quick, while I'm holding the camera, quality content right here. And so when I get this all filled up, it'll say down here, continued on page, whatever, if I need to do that. So here is my bingo, and there will be an additional video explaining what my plans are for this bingo thing. I will link it right up there as soon as it's ready. I don't know which one's coming out first. Probably this one. And then My goal for scraps is 361 purely because that's a perfect square of 19. So 19 times 19 is 361. And I intend on Sundays to come in and color in however many scraps I've used for that week. So today is Sunday, and this week I have used so far 3 scraps or skeins of yarn. So I'm going to color in 3 up here, write the number 3 down here. Yeah. And I think I'm going to color them in different colored pens, I think, or colored pencils. Yeah, I think I'm going to see if I can find my colored pencils, my twistable colored pencils, and I'll do that. That'll be fun. And then I'll write the number for the week in that colored pencil, so it's easy to keep track of. That's what I'm thinking. And then I have my holiday making, so I need to fill in the names and ideas. I already have some ideas for holiday making. Some of these squares, you will know these are going to be holiday things. So I'll fill out that later, but it's set up and ready later today. I'm going to do it today. I just didn't want to take time now because I'm actually recording this on a deadline. We're doing a thing today. And then here is January 2023. So I wrote the A like this, and then I was like, okay, so how do I want to do the rest of my font? And I was really pleasantly surprised to, like, as I thought about it, all of the letters in January after the J have a similar curved line. So how fun is that font? So I'll decorate these letters later because that's something that I liked to do for all of the month breaks. So I'll come back and fill in the letters and stuff. And then I already have 3 projects finished, so I will start writing those in here. It feels really, really nice to be back in here. I had intentions to finish or to work on this journal. Like, I have all these tags that were just sitting in here, but instead of trying to go back and fill in that information and being stressed about the fact that I should have, that terrible should have been working on those, I'm just going to let it go. It is okay that I did not keep up with it last year, and I'm going to just try to keep up with it this year. Maybe throughout the year I will do some updates, some flip throughs. I don't know. I can't promise that, but I will try. Maybe at the end of June would be really fun because we'll be out of school. So yeah, maybe I can try for that. If you're watching and it's around June and I haven't done it, if you want to gently nudge me, that would be okay. Can you hear my stomach? I'm sorry if you can. It's kind of insistent that I need a snack. All right, friends. Thank you so much for doing this this flip through with me. I'm really excited to be back in this notebook. I really, really like keeping track of my projects, and I missed it last year. And I think, honestly, that's part of why I wasn't as productive as normal last year, because I wanted to do this. I just didn't have brain space. All right, friends, I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.